Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right, so we are waiting for the live stream, boys. So yeah, here we go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome
Hello,
to
Kim.
the
Hello.
Marvel
How are
Future
you doing,
Fight
hello?
V760 live stream. We're giving you the updates today for our second foray into
Yeah,
the
boy.
Eternals.
Second
Very
part of the
exciting.
Eternals,
We
boys.
have a lot
Second
of
part of the
content to show
Eternals.
off to you today, including new characters, Kingo, Gilgamesh, and Athena. Got a little tongue-tied there. And new uniforms for all three of those characters as well.
We
I want
knew
to
it.
thank you
New
all
uniforms,
for
right? For
tuning in this
all the
time
new
and
characters.
last time, and I
Yeah.
hope everyone enjoyed V755, the mid-month update that we previously did very recently for more Eternals. There will be stream rewards for watching the stream. The way that you can get those rewards is by doing what you're doing right now and watching this very stream. At the end, we will be revealing a coupon code that you can use to claim a free reward. And you're going to want to do that as soon as you can because there is a time limit for when you can claim the reward.
Okay,
There are
we
two
know that.
different ways of doing that. Via Android,
Thanks
you
for
can
telling
enter
us.
the coupon code in the coupon menu of the in-game setting menu. And for both Android and iOS, you can enter the coupon code on the coupon registration webpage. That is a link we will be sharing at the end of this stream as well. We also had a couple questions we asked you right off the top. You can still continue to answer those, and Cage and I will read some of your answers live right here tonight. And speaking of Cage, he is going to be here very soon to help us get through all of the new stuff that we are going to be seeing in game very soon. But first, take a look at this video.
Ooh, Kingo boys. Awesome. Right. Gilgamesh. Fan freaking tastic, boys.
All right, let's bring him back.
Hello,
Here he is.
everybody.
Friend Cage.
Hello, everybody. It's always great to be back. Hello, Agent.
Yeah, that's my favorite boy. Cage in the house, boys. Cage is in the house. What's up, Cage?
For the first part of the Eternals, and now yet again, now we're back.
Yeah, good to see you again. We have a lot of gameplay and features to show off today, but first I want to go over our first question that we asked the audience watching live right now, and that is, which Eternals characters' powers would you want? Of course, they all have some very cool powers involving having cosmic energy absorbed into their bodies. They're all very long-lived, hence the name Eternals, and have a lot of healing, regenerative.
For me, it's Icarus, boys. Superman.
Myself with these tongue-tie words, but they all have something that makes them a little bit unique among these very strong characters. I'm gonna go first. I would say I would like Makari's powers. Makari is the fastest being.
Interesting.
In
Not
the
bad,
entire
huh?
Marvel universe, and I'm pretty impatient and late all the time. So this seems like it would be very helpful for my life.
I think it's you put a lot more thought into it. Your idea is much more practical.
You just got to think about where's my greatest weakness and how can I fix that? And there we go. I do have some responses from those of you watching right now. Zarfan says Cersei's powers would be so much fun. I'd be rich in seconds. I didn't think of that.
That's actually another good practical use, using your transmutation powers.
Now that's a good point, because we can use Cersei's power to change everything to gold and become richer.
Chose the same person as me, Makari, but the reasoning was so I can run away from problems. And I don't know. I think your problems still exist. no matter how fast you run. But you know, good on you. Whatever. That's your answer. Blake Holden says, I would like Icarus powers. It would be amazing IRL. Raul says, Eternal's power that I want is Makari's speed. Everyone's agreeing with me. I feel like I have the right answer. Choices. So I can go to the place where my loved ones lived. Oh,
that's nice.
That's very sweet. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Yuan Salva, please forgive me if I mispronounced your name. Icarus, I want to fly to my ex's new... Oh no, can I read this? My ex's new lover and use my laser eyes on him.
Interesting news. I admire the creativity. I admire the creativity.
I read it. Yeah, sure, okay. And then Akmal Hanif says Gilgamesh, of course. I don't know what the of course is, but Cage, who would you pick?
Honestly, again, I prefer you put a lot more reason than many of our viewers actually use more put more thought into it. I just went on based off what was cool. I honestly liked after I did see the film, and of course also as a disclaimer, this will be a spoiler-free stream, so you don't, for those of you who are worried about both the content and both what we'll say here, we will keep it spoiler-free, so be safe. But honestly, based off the trailers alone, I definitely would say Kingo is probably one of my favorites, just because finger guns are cool. Just being able to use that, being able to fight off deviants,
cool.
even use it for even just for the sake of just shooting things, just for the sake of doing it. That's fun. Also, Gilgamesh being able to do that cosmic like exoskeleton feature, that's also pretty fun too, to be able to have enhanced strength and use it for offense, defense. That's honestly, I went more for the idea of just what looks cool, and I say it's between the toss between those two, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and lean on Gilgamesh.
I just think, you know, I'm probably not going to be doing that much fighting in my real life. I guess I could become a hero, which, you know, we all have different thought processes. I was just thinking what would work for my regular life, but some of you are just keen to use laser eyes on certain people in your lives.
But you got to,
or your ex's lives.
Exes or not, laser eyes are still cool. So that's still cool. A win in my book.
Maybe don't go after anyone's exes. That's my personal opinion. Cage, let's gracefully transfer over to the next portion of this stream.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
That's the main portion, boys. Come on, get to the characters already.
We have a few characters and additional uniforms to go through, as well as a couple new features we will be going over as well. With that said, we're going to go ahead and
couple new features, yeah?
And take a look at those.
Ooh, the new characters, they look... Athena, we can completely recognize Athena, but both Gilgamesh and Kingo are unrecognizable, boys.
These are the modern looks that were based off the comics. So we're going to go ahead and start with our first Eternal.
Kingo is the sword master?
Don't fully know who... not Kingo. This is Gilgamesh. Who Gilgamesh is.
We'll get to him.
Yeah, we will. Go ahead and give our audience a little bit of a what to know.
Well, you mentioned it off the top. Gilgamesh is known for having a lot of strength and fortitude.
Well, Gilgamesh is giving me crossbone vibes in terms of his looks, right?
Of the Eternals. Typically, he is paired with Athena. As partners.
That's interesting. Yeah, in this uniform, so Gilgamesh is a combat type superhero, and just a little something to look forward to. For his tier 2 passive skill, he has true memory. So, in other words, for this with this effect, he gains 100% mind damage resistance, and he also, in addition to his bonus and skill damage, he gains a 45% increase, and basic damage received is decreased against him by 45%. So he'd be saved.
Nothing much interesting. I wish one of these Eternals actually have a team buff or something like that, or a team passive. Let's see.
Boom. Excellent dynamic entry. Again, he's a combat superhero, so his basic attack, you can see, just gives a bit of a 1-2 punch.
He seems a bit slow throwing his punches, eh?
Skill number 1 is the Cosmic Punch.
Okay, iframe, so good enough, but towards the end there's nothing. Yeah, not good.
Skill number 2 is God's Wrath. Let's take a look.
Gotcha that, boys. Gotcha that. Still no invincibility or anything,
Attack that leaves enemies stunned.
just a knife into them.
Punches
So
stunning.
beginning part of the skill he is open for to take damage, yeah?
Skill number 3 is the Unstoppable Force.
Oh, nice.
Skill number 3 is good, boys. Skill number 3 is good.
See it from this angle. Yep.
And I guess he gets invincibility.
This ability, Gilgamesh performs a 1-2 punch, as you can see there, and then releases cosmic power for an attack that accumulates true damage while causing fracture, while also dealing 105% of your character's physical attack. Moving on over here for skill number 4, we have Unchained Destruction.
Nice.
Now, there's also some special
Okay.
for some more developers.
Again, no protection whatsoever, huh?
This attack once more. This angle. This attack, Gilgamesh barrages his foes with a number of stunning punches.
It has a frenzy buff though, but
At the same time, releasing damage.
right.
30% increase, and it uses
No protection whatsoever, no invincibility, no immunity, no iframe.
All right. That's good.
He just had a partial iframe on 2 of his skills.
the liberating power.
Let's liberate, boys.
Not a good angle. Reset and do it over once again over here.
Oh, good.
All right. So in addition to damage immunity, this powerful blast decreases enemies' basic defense. Or I'm sorry, decreases.
Okay, so all defense down. So yeah, that's gonna be good for Wall Boss Ultimate.
All right.
And you can see the area of effect is actually pretty large as well. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to skill number
Yeah.
6, which you can already see he has a transcendent potential attack, which is the Slayer's Fist.
Yeah, so I'm leaving maybe King. Okay, so this confirms that Kingo and Gilgamesh are going to be the awakened characters of this update, which means Athena is definitely going to get the tier 3 treatment.
And you can see he delivers cosmic
That's interesting. So is she going to be a native tier 2 though?
fractured, paralyzed, all while having their active debuffs removed. At the same time, Gilgamesh will gain a 40% HP recovery and a
40% HP recovery, that's good.
and damage. He also gains a few additional buffs as well.
I believe those are the standard buffs.
Over the help always
But
helpful
I do
the-
want to remind
go ahead.
everyone this is a test environment, and maybe the final numbers might be different in the final version.
That's very true. Thank you for reminding our audience of that, Kim. Alright, so according to the developers, they say his survivability and recovery rate makes him a great character for PvP.
That's interesting. However, if he's good for PvP, I believe he should have had some kind of team buff, right? So he could have been paired with Icarus and Cersei. Could have been great. Like it could have been Defenders 2.0, boys.
For the
His
developers,
team. Maybe we'll get it in the patch. I'm not sure.
5 and 3. Let's test it out.
Fingers crossed, boys.
Skill 4, 5, and then finish it with 3. And that
Very
does it
good.
for Gilgamesh. Those of you, go ahead and let us know in the comments what your thoughts are based off
All
the
right.
first Eternal. So next we're
Not bad, not bad.
next character. And the next character on the list is actually going to be Kingo.
Mhm.
Again, looks much different.
He looks completely different from the movie.
MCU version. So what can you
He looks like a samurai, boys. Two-handed samurai.
Kingo
So
is very
yeah.
different between the comics and the MCU film. Here,
Yeah,
Kingo's
absolutely.
main weapon is, instead of finger guns, swords. He double wields swords, and actually spent quite a long time in Japan training with the samurai, and a lot of
Okay.
his skills have a basis in that.
And that'll peak for his T2. His T2 is the let's see here. My mistake. His tier 2 skill is the Katana Honing. His skill damage is increased by 25%, while his bonus damage gains a 15% increase. Basic damage received is reduced by 30%.
Okay.
Alright, now let's take him out for a spin.
So he's a speed type, eh?
First thing to know, also, he
Alright.
is a speed type superhero. Alright, moving on to skill number 1 is the Conversion Strike. This is an energy based
Again, flashy looking skill, but no protection, eh?
Number 2, we're going to look at
And it's very slow and lots of wind up. Second skill is really good because it's a complete iframe.
All right,
So
cool.
stunning strike that leaves enemies bleeding. Move on to these guys over here for skill number 3, the Shockwave Slash. As you can see here, he creates a shockwave that pushes foes back.
It seems he has an accumulation of his skill number 3, so that's actually good.
Affected by the attack is also well done. Alright. Skill number 4 is the Deep Dash. This is an upward strike that causes foes to bleed just before hitting them with an energy blast.
Not bad.
And as a result, you also gain an increase of 50% for your next attack.
That's good. 50% is not bad, eh?
I'm actually going to reset this.
Mini obelisk spark.
Pretty interesting when you have everybody in just the right angle. This is the Pentagram Slicer. Let's check this out.
Ooh.
You can see enemies
Whoa.
further. You can see enemies further back are actually.
The last bit of the means when he keeps the swords behind him back, it gives me Ronin vibes when he actually rubs off his sword, right? Really, really cool animation, eh?
Yeah.
So again,
Round
this is
them
a
up.
wide range attack, so your
Whoa.
basic attack defense is increased by 30%, as well as you gain a couple of additional buffs as well. And then you can see also the basic defense has also decreased while leaving them paralyzed and stunned.
That's nice.
Now we have one over here. This guy over here. This guy, is he lucky? Who knows?
That one rogue.
Let's test it. Let's test this out for skill number 6.
Okay.
Again, this is his trying
Okay, similar.
Oh, nice.
Of course, as you can see, Gilgamesh again joins the fight and beats down his opponent as Kingo strikes from above. At the moment, the stats are the exact same as I mentioned earlier during Gilgamesh's Transcendent Potential attack.
Okay.
The difference being that Kingo will not be given the HP recovery.
So instead of HP recovery, you're not even giving him anything else. Not good. I hope he has some kind of HP recovery because in PvE, right? If he is a PvE character, he definitely need those.
One of your favorite Eternals, Kim.
Yeah, on the last stream, I said
It's time for
I'd like to see
Athena.
Athena.
Our
I did not know
Athena.
she would be in the following update, but here she is. So
That's
I
right.
guess I got my wish, huh?
So why don't you go ahead and tell us more about Athena?
All right. Well, as we may be able to glean
Mhm.
from her
That's-
appearance, she is a very strong warrior. She's a legendary warrior, and even may have been a Greek legend that you may have heard about. She has been working with the Eternals, I guess, eternally for centuries, and is frequently paired with Gilgamesh, as I mentioned earlier in Gilgamesh's intro.
Thank you for that. Now, before I actually press on with Athena, I actually glazed over the developer's notes, and the developer's notes for Kingo mentioned that he's actually a character who's actually well suited for PvE. So Gilgamesh for PvP, Kingo will actually be pretty useful for PvE. They recommend canceling with his third skill, that way you are able to gain that
Okay,
buff.
so that was my concern. If he is for PvE, there is the heals, right?
The recommended skill combo that the devs recommend is using this third skill, cancel it, and then proceed with skills 5 and 4. And that's still something for
All right.
Kingo, but now we're going to go ahead and press on for Athena, who is a universal superhero.
Makes sense.
I'm actually going to talk about both this character's T2 and T3 passive skills, because something that's a little interesting for this. So her Tier 2 passive skill, which is the Eon Precision, she gains a guaranteed critical rate of plus 20% and a skill damage increase of 32% with a bonus damage increase of 35%. Now what's interesting is for her Tier 1 Victory Cry, she gains a critical rate increase of 20%, critical damage of 25%, and an additional pierce of plus 5%.
So she is getting null treatment, boys. That's interesting. Is she going to be a playable character though? Oh god knows, maybe a native tier 2. Not sure.
Nice.
Always an elegant entry. So we're going to move on and press on for skill number 1, which is the Justice Rush.
Justice.
Quite a basic attack, but however it's just skill number 1, so can't really complain.
She pushes forward once and then follows up with a multitude of strikes, leaving the enemy stunned and bleeding. Very cool. Skill number 2 is Destructive Dance. Here, throwing her weapon, enemies
This
are
seems
struck.
interesting, and it has all defense down.
Defense
It seems to be a cancelable skin, eh?
Yep, now they're up close and personal, allowing me to move on to my third skill, which is the Sword of Conviction.
Ooh, cartwheel style, eh? She's a roller coaster ride, baby.
So this is a fast attack that actually hacks through your opponents while pushing them back using the V-pad. So I may basically...
Okay, so this is a V-pad skill. So this looks quite interesting now.
Enemies, as you can see here, enemies are left bleeding, silenced by this awesome attack. In addition, you also gain some damage immunity. Now they're a little bit too spread out, so I'm going to go ahead and reset again. Moving on to skill 4, which is Sacred Blow. You can see here she launches her spears. Athena then strikes again.
Not bad. It's a very short skill, but it's a knife and though.
And not only will this lower your enemy's defense, it'll cause stun, paralysis, and burn.
So she has silence, paralysis, and burns. Could be good for ABX. Yeah, skill number 5 is also good, decent, huh?
And you can see she hurls her spear.
She has invincibility, so protection is obviously there.
Dealing additional burn and bleed damage, also increasing her basic attack by 10% for a brief period of time. Now let's move on to her tier 3.
Let's see her tier 3.
Okay.
What? What? This reminds me of some anime or cartoon, right? What is it? Yeah, it's remind me of Fate Zero. If you guys have watched that particular anime series, like Fate Zero, King Gilgamesh, he has a similar, right? He's like means his main attack that I guess 1,000 swords or whatever it's been called. It's similar. Like it remind me of King Gilgamesh from Fate Zero.
Just similar to her other abilities.
Show me that tier 3 skill once again, huh? Come on.
50% increase for her basic attack, for her next attack actually, more accurately, and an 80% chance to penetrate her enemy's super armor defenses and more. So let's take a look at it one more time. Once again, this is her T.
Here we go, King Gilgamesh. Go, 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 girl.
Right. Now, according to the developers, she is well suited also for PvE. They recommend canceling the third skill. Take a look at that. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm actually going to go do a correction for that, as the developer actually his notes have actually been updated. So unfortunately, I do not have any updated tips regarding Athena. So for that, you'll have to discover for yourselves. And that does it for the modern uniforms. But of course, these characters also get an additional upgrade.
Yeah.
New MC uniforms, which is what everybody really wants to see. So
Including me.
That's right. So I'm actually going to go back in and dress them up. Let's do that.
Yay, yay.
There you go.
All right.
Start with Gilgamesh.
Alright, now they look like the movie version, boys.
Kingo all dressed up as well.
Oh, hey. Looking good.
Hell yeah.
Athena all set to go. All right. Now everyone's all equipped. Let's go ahead and go back to the beginning. We're going to start with Gilgamesh.
Okay, so Kingo is now blessed with the new uniform, huh?
Let's look at his uniform here.
I like it.
Well, now Gilgamesh doesn't look like crossbones.
The upgrades that come with just this uniform as well. So with it, by just equipping this uniform, he gains an increase in his basic defense by 35%, and
That's
damage
nice.
received is decreased by 15%. Damage received
Fantastic.
from physical attacks are also decreased by 80% as well.
Good luck, Colossus, beating this guy, huh? Good luck, Colossus.
For his, when he first introduced him, for his T1 Eternal Resistance skill, when his health is below 99%, he gains a basic defense increase of 10%. But while wearing this uniform, he gains an increase in his HP recovery from 4% to 6%.
Fantastic, that's fantastic.
Truly.
And this attack with this uniform, he also is going to be given 3 new skills.
All right.
We're going to go ahead and test out skill 1. Again, skill 1 isn't the new skill. We're just going to see how these skills look with the
Nothing new.
The color change has been changed from blue to gold. This is skill 2, the Cosmic Punch, not the new skill. Skill 3, however, is new. This is the Cosmic.
Seems like 2 of his skills are changed.
He kind of shields up there.
3 and 5.
Attack also removes any debuffs while also increasing basic damage by 13% for each percent of his accumulated damage. Victims of your attack will also be fractured and left incapacitated. You see he buffs up and then he gets an awesome attack. Skill 4, which is the Unstoppable Force. And of course, we know if we push and hold the button here, he's just going to keep on going.
I like that.
Yeah. Not new, but just cool to see the color change. And we're going to see the new skill, which is pretty cool. This is the Earth Wrath.
Okay.
Oh boy, winding up.
And you can see again,
Cinematic skill wise.
covers 35% of his max HP.
So he has got a lot of heals.
Like these, as you can see, these earth-shattering blasts. And as a result, enemies' defenses are decreased, left fractured, and you gain a 50% increase to your next basic attack. Right.
Yeah.
With this uniform, you have no additional tips from the developers. They actually
Okay.
refer to the previous, what was mentioned previously for his for his modern uniform. All right, and that does it for Gilgamesh. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. Next on the list, we're going to try Kingo.
All right.
An important thing to notice as well is for Kingo, originally he was in his modern uniform, he is a speed character. While with
He really looks like the guy who played Kingo, right?
changed to a blast superhero.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
He has the most wildly
Pew, pew, pew.
change between this and his original uniform. Namely, he does resemble the way he does in the Marvel Studios movie, and his powers have changed completely. No
That's
more
right.
swords. He, he's doing this, shooting out energy from his fingers, and that'll help him a lot because he is also a Bollywood celebrity.
That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and
I
read
think
some of
that's
the uniform changes. So while wearing this uniform, this is mainly refers to his skills, which we'll be talk about a little bit more later. So when using the explosive bombardment skill, which is his 5th skill, cooldown for his eternal burst skill, which is his skill 2, will be reset to just 1 second. Now for this skill, again, because he's been changed from a speed character to a blast character, all 5 skills have actually been given a change.
That's good actually. First eternal uniform which we have all his 5 skill change, huh? So that's good.
Pews. Skill number 1 is the guidance of light.
Okay, basic skill.
In the films, and you can see it does energy damage. Moving on to skill number 2, this is the Eternal Blast. He calls forth a number of lights.
Not bad.
On his deviant foes. These guys aren't deviants,
that.
but they're still foes.
Good enough.
Skill number 3 is the Unleashed Power. Now, if you notice, enemies are actually kind of pushed back, similar to his others.
I think I saw healing.
Increases defensive barrier that pushes enemies back.
Yep, he does have healing.
HP and increases his defensive stats.
Okay, boys, okay.
Will be left paralyzed.
So that's good because that was the only part where I was worried about whether he has a healing or not.
We're going to move on to skill number 4, which is one of my favorites. This is the Cosmic Cannon.
He shoots like 1, 2, and boom.
Yeah.
Move on to these guys over
I
here.
It's like a 1-2 punch.
He is the most different from his comics appearance.
Yeah. This is a...
They're all a little different, but
Oh, wow.
this is a complete change.
Yes. So I'm going to do it from this angle now. Again, now this is a unique attack where Kingo fires upon the floor, causing a number of blasts. So again, not only does this ignore your target's dodge rate by 40%, it'll also break
40%, so that's really good for now.
I would just notice if I from this angle, it just gives a little bit of a 1-2 shot before causing the blast to go off.
I mean, you got to show off the old razzle
Of
dazzle.
course. Gonna move on to skill number 5. We'll do it from our normal angle. This is the explosive bombardment skill.
Okay.
He actually maneuvers a little bit behind his foes. Yeah, he maneuvers just to
Not bad.
behind them and delivers an incredible explosion, reducing
Because it has got invincibility, boys.
stunned. Kingo also gained a variety of buffs to his overall stats.
Nice.
Now, they still say even with this uniform, he's still going to be hailed as a good PvE character. Skills
Okay, that's good.
after the attack, making it easier to combo skills. Let's take a look. As for the recommended skill combo, they recommend using 2 cancel, 4 cancel after he does his gun motion, 3 cancel, 5, 2 cancel, or 2 cancel. They have a very long skill. We're actually going to go ahead. Let's just do this. See if we can do this. We're going to do 2 cancel, and then 4 cancel after the gun motion. 3, 5. Then because of his uniform, because after using skill 5, his cooldown is reset for skill 2. Right, and that does it for Kingo's new skill, or his new uniform. Now we're going to move on to Athena.
Yeah, boy. Let's get back to the Queen, Angelina Jolie. She looks fan-freaking-tastic, boys. She looks like a waifu.
Look at her.
Yes, Kate.
Brilliant.
Ah, sorry.
That's really good resemblance to what we see in the movie as well. Right? So some of her changes that come with this uniform is that her chain hit damage gains a 10% increase as she attacks, and she has guard break immunity. She also has
Okay, that's good.
Her basic damage, any basic damage given to her is reduced by 35%.
Okay.
That we're going to move on to see the actual active skills. With this skill, again, she is still a universal type superhero and has been given 2 enhanced skills.
It seems that her third and fifth skill are changed by the looks of it.
See how they look. Skill number 1 is not new. Neither is skill number 2. Skill number 3, however, is new.
All right. Ooh.
Move it again, try it over here. This is the skill number 3, which is the Sacred Strike. Here she harbors her cosmic energy into her...
Means in the movie she was forging a lot of different weapons, but she doesn't seem to be doing over here. I really hope that the uniform will do that. But let's see, we still have 2 more skills.
Move on to skill number 4. Not new, that was the...
No, so far she's just using her spear or whatever, axe, whatever it is called.
Now this has some similarity to the previous skill. However, she summons a number of spears from the sky upon her foes and delivers an additional whirlwind-like strike, as you can see here.
Okay.
Ooh.
There you go.
Nice, nice.
As you can see again, also enemies are burned and bleeding while Athena gains buffs for her overall stats. And just because we have her team ready, let's go ahead and see how it looks.
Yeah. Ooh.
The skill is the same, but just looks more...
Oh, go kill Gilgamesh. 1000 sword. Fate 0, boys. Fate 0 all the way.
And now that does it for the new characters and the new uniforms. But that's not all.
Very good. Oh, it's not?
That's not all. We have one additional feature that's going to be added as well with the update. So as you can see here on the main menu, we have a little bit of a new thing here called
Dimension Rift, right? Boys, the old Dimension Rifts are back, so why did you guys even get rid of it, right?
If you scroll to the right, you will see the Dimension Rift. Right. Now with this mode, again, you'll be able to work with your friends and alliance members to complete various objectives and earn bonuses.
So it is like Dimension Rift, like previous Dimension Rift used to be open for 30 minutes?
For free, and it can only be accessed once per day.
Okay.
Here, we're actually going to go ahead and play a little bit of this as well. Hacking the shield. All right, let's do it. As you can see, we have a time frame here for 30 minutes.
All right.
And just because I can, we're going to go ahead and do with our Eternals, which are already set to go.
Nice, nice. I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a similar old game mode, but with just these artifacts and whatnot.
Again, with my Eternals already set up to go, it might be we might end up going.
There's just too much going on the screen, boys. It's hard difficult to say what's actually going on.
Survive long enough, I could be able to test out Athena's new recommended skill combination, which is 3, 2, 5, and 4. Let's test it out. The cooldown. Oh, I have autoplay on. That's right. That's something.
Turn it off.
I have it turned off. I'm sure the fans already noticed it as well. All right, let's try this.
Yeah.
We can use skills 3, 2, 5, and 4. Alright, clear those enemies pretty easily. Just gonna switch to Gilgamesh now.
Mhm.
And his
See what you
recommended
can
skill
do.
combination with the uniform is 3, cancel 5, and 4.
Okay.
Right, now, even with our characters pretty fully buffed up, they're not enemies aren't going
Alright.
on normal difficulty.
I don't know about this particular game mode. Seems like a story mode with a brand new name, huh?
Wasn't anybody left? We're gonna go ahead and just give this poor soul a 1-2 using his combo.
Poor soul.
I hope it's not as time consuming as it's being shown on the test server. Bye.
Alright.
Yeah, man, it looks like a story mode revamped, or rather
Whoa.
reskinned with a new
It's hard for me
name.
to tell what's going on because I'm
Yeah.
just seeing explosions and numbers.
Well, the more explosions, the more damage you're doing. So we're doing it right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna switch to Kingo, see if I can manage to pull off his recommended complicated
Yeah.
skill. All right.
I don't know, so far it seems boring to me, but depends upon the higher grade of this Dimension Rift, depends upon the rewards that we can get from these.
Gun. All right.
Or can't.
Cancel
Nope.
for
I messed it
gun.
up.
3, 5, 2 cancel. I'm actually gonna finish it off with his transcendent potential attack. All right, there you go. You actually managed to wipe all of it, except for
I'm
that one
just
guy who was out of
seeing-
range.
Booms and numbers, which I think it means it's good.
Oh, so
Even Kim doesn't know what's going on. So how are we supposed to know, eh?
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Okay, here's the boss. Yeah, it's just like the story mode exactly. I don't remember the chapter which one, right? Boy, it's just an exact copy paste, no changes whatsoever. This is, I don't know, Netmarble is so freaking lazy.
let's go ahead and finish it
Alright,
off. with
alright.
Q3. Right. Let's hit it.
That'll show them.
Now this is something I actually mentioned to developers before. Because this is a new test build, we have been told that this might crash only for us, because this is the once again the test build. This should be fine.
Doesn't matter. This is nothing new. It's same old story mode copied and pasted it with a new name, man. This is ridiculous.
That's a completely different environment than what goes live.
So as far as some
Sometimes
additional
it
notes,
doesn't
so even though I can't access the build, I do have a couple of additional notes here provided to us by the developers. So as I mentioned, the access to the normal Rift will be free, and it can only be accessed once per day. Also, by completing these missions, you'll be able to unlock higher difficulties, which are required by using items referred to as Dimension Rift Summon Stones. And the higher the level, the more these stones you'll actually need.
Okay, whatever.
In addition to that,
I guess this is where they are going to make their dollars, right? With these stones.
VP rewards, which can be used to access rewards such as artifacts. So something to look forward to. Now we weren't given too much information, as information has been kind of changing, quite honestly, throughout our time when testing the build by the developers. But they told us to let you guys know
So the artifacts are not for everyone participating, right? But
detail, and you guys can enjoy that and let us know what you think in the comments as well. And now, of course, additionally, I wasn't able to actually because of technical difficulties, I can't access the epic quests. But of course, as you already know, 3 new characters will be added to the epic quests as well for the Eternals, and that is, of course, Athena, Kingo, and Gilgamesh. And I can go ahead and read off to you some of the stats that will occur when actually accessing with these characters. For example, if you were to choose Kingo, when you start the epic quest, Kingo, you will be given Kingo at a 1 star, and upon completion,
so Kingo is the free character.
potential. Now for Gilgamesh, he can only be acquired through the deluxe package, and upon completion, you'll be able to grow him to tier 2. Athena is much more unique now. So Athena can actually only be completed by also completing Circe, Icarus, Makari, Kingo, and Gilgamesh. So basically, once all the Eternals are completed, then you can access Athena's story. And once you start, Athena will be given at tier 1, and upon completion of her epic quest, you can get Athena to tier 3. And as far as how the stories goes, you'll just have to play through the game when it's live and let us know what you guys think of the Eternal story, and let us know which of their stories you found to be the most fun, which you guys found to be the most engaging, which one you overall just enjoyed. So we look forward to seeing what your comments are for that. And that does it for the contents of V760.
Now I want to read some more live comments that you all have left for us. We had a second question.
Alright, so we are out of the juicy part of the content now. It's just me, so I'll leave you guys with this, and yeah, thank you so much for staying, and if you like the video, do leave a thumbs up, and hope to see you guys soon, probably with the patch notes. Till then, take care and have fun, guys. Bye bye.
That Shang-Chi finally got. In addition, Wenwu is just a real fun character, both in the film and in just in the game overall. So I think the combination of just two fun characters and a fun, I'd say, epic quest, legendary battle. I think those are. I think to me that was probably the most funnest MCU related update this year. But what do our fans think?
Well, some of them actually agreed with me, so I'll say mine first.
Okay.
I loved the WandaVision update. I think, I've mentioned before, maybe every update that we've done, Wanda/Scarlet Witch is my favorite character. So when I saw her new look on the show, the MCU show WandaVision, I was shocked. I was stunned. I loved it. And then to see it come to life in the game was very exciting for me. Also, we had the White Vision.
That's right.
That was in the show as well. So that was my favorite. It was a mini update, but as a fan of the original Marvel creation, I was very excited to see it.
I remember the community highly wanting that. They've been praising and not praising. They've been dying for a WandaVision update, and when they finally give it to them, they went nuts. So we were definitely glad that everybody.
I went nuts when I found out about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was there when it happened.
What's this? You know. Yeah. So some of the people agreed with me. Liam T has said I would have to say this one, Eternals or WandaVision. Shuma Frank Ofundu, please forgive me if I've mispronounced your name, also says WandaVision update. Nice. Jamie Maxism Johnson says Shang-Chi is the best MCU update this year. Yeah, we also have FDC 18 saying Loki equals best MCU related update. Johan S. Para has said WandaVision by far.
Really? A lot of WandaVision fans. Nice.
Dude Panther Zero, my fave MCU update was WandaVision. I loved the uniforms. I'm with you. Though, Mattis Margulis says, favorite MCU related update is Shang-Chi.
Nice. Very
fun to play with that character, and I love the story mode that came with it. And then there's 3 big grin emojis like this. So,
I'm with you there.
Big smiles for that one. Yeah, so, I'm glad you all seem to agree with us. But thank you for sharing your opinions with us, as always, about this. And that brings us to the end of the update stream.
The end
first, I know, right? But the things that we went over today, of course, new characters, Athena, Gilgamesh, Kingo, a new MCU Eternals uniforms for all 3 of them. And then we also had an update to Dimension Rift and Epic Quest. So that brings me now to the final part of the stream, in which we review the coupon code that you want for viewing the stream. Yes, we've been waiting for it all along. We have the coupon code is MFF Eternals. It doesn't matter what case you put it in. It could be all caps, could be all lower, could be a mix. We don't care. MFF Eternals. That will be posted in the comments. It's on the screen right now. And you have until 7 p.m. Pacific time to do this. This is only a little bit over an hour. So get in there as soon as you can. There's, of course, the original procedure available on Android, where you enter the coupon code in the coupon menu of the in-game setting menu. And then there's the other procedure, which is available on both Android and iOS. Enter the coupon code on the coupon registration webpage. Mods, please drop that link in there into the chat or the description. If you don't see it in the chat, wait a little bit. We might have it pinned, or it could be in the description. just refresh, and I'm sure you'll see it either way. We'll be leaving the stream up for a little bit after Cage and I go, just so you can gather everything you need to claim that reward. Again, only until 7 p.m. Pacific time, just slightly over an hour. So you're going to want to get in there and get that reward as soon as possible. And I think that does it. I mean, Cage, do you want to leave everyone with anything?
Of course, just the usual. Once again, patch notes will be revealed sometime soon, closely when the update will be done as well. We are, of course, for all other updates, just stay tuned to our Facebook, Twitter pages. In addition to that, just remember to also see the Eternals in theaters, as that is what the update is based off about, and we guarantee that you guys will enjoy the content that we have planned for you guys. So once again, also be safe out there, have a safe holiday, and overall, just keep being awesome, agents.
All right, keep being awesome. We'll see you next time. Till then.